fidelis inter omnes, arborula nobis.
Egypt was an image of the heavens. To speak more precisely, in Egypt, all the operations of the powers which rule and work in heaven have been transferred to the earth below. Or rather, I should say that the whole cosmos dwelt there, as in a sanctuary. Yet, it is fitting that wise people should have knowledge of events before they come to pass. You must not be left in ignorance of this which I now tell you. There will come a time when it will have been in vain that the Egyptians honored their deities with heartfelt righteousness and service. All their holy worship will be found useless. Their gods will return to the heavens, and Egypt will be left forsaken. The land which was once the home of religion will be left desolate and absent of the presence of its deities. Not only will people neglect the service of their gods, but in that day will our most holy land, this land of shrines and temples, be filled with death and corpses. To the most holy Nile River I cry, I foretell it shall be swollen with torrents of blood, it will rise to the level of its banks, and its sacred waves will not only be stained, but utterly fouled with gore. There is worse to come, Egypt itself will have more to suffer. Egypt will fall into a far more piteous plight, and will be infected with even more grievous plagues. This land which was once holy, a land which loved the gods, and was rewarded for its devotion. The gods desired to build a land on earth which was the teacher of holiness and righteousness to mankind. However, in its holiness and righteousness this land will go beyond all others in its cruelty. The dead will far outnumber the living, and the survivors will be known, not just by their language alone, but in their actions. They will seem to be people of a different species. Egypt, of your religion nothing will remain but an empty tale, which in time even your own children won't believe. Nothing will be left but graven words, and only the stones will be left to tell of your righteousness. In that day people will be tired of life. They will cease to think of the universe as something wonderful, or worthy of reverence and worship. Religion, the greatest of all blessings that there is, has been, or ever will be threatened with destruction. People will think religion is a burden, and they will come to despise it. They will no longer love life or the world around them. This incomparable work of God, this glorious structure which God has built, this sum of good made up of many diverse forms, this instrument where the will of God operates, in that which God has made freely favoring human welfare. This combination and accumulation of all the manifold things that can call forth the veneration, praise and love of the beholder. Darkness will be preferred to light, and death will be thought more profitable than life. No one will raise their eyes to the heavens. The righteous will be deemed insane, and the unholy considered as wise. The insane will be thought of as brave, and the wicked will be esteemed as good. As for the soul, the belief that it is immortal by nature, or that we may hope to attain to immortality, they will persuade themselves that all this is false, they will mock and laugh at the idea. There will be no word of reverence or righteousness. No utterance worthy of heaven will be heard or believed. The higher beings will depart from us, and only evil angels will remain. They will mingle with people and drive those poor fools into all manner of recklessness and crime, into wars, thefts, frauds and all things hostile to the nature of the soul. Then the earth will no longer stand unshaken, and the seas will bear no ships. Heaven will not support the stars in their orbits, nor will the stars pursue their constant course. In heaven, all voices of the gods will be silenced. The fruits of the earth will rot. The soil will turn barren, and the air will sicken with sullen stagnation. After that, old age will come upon the world's religions and they will die. All things will be disordered, and all good will disappear. But, when all this has befallen us, the Master and Father God, the first before all, the Maker of that God who first came into being, will look on all that has come to pass, and will stay the disorder, stopping all that is counterworking to God's will. God will call back to the right path those who have gone astray. God will cleanse the world of evil, washing it away with floods, burning it out with fire, expelling it with war and pestilence. And thus God will bring the world back to its former glory. The cosmos will once more be deemed worthy of worship and wondering reverence. God, the maker and restorer of the mighty fabric of space and time, will be adored by the people of that time with unceasing songs of praise and blessing. Such is the new birth of the universe. It is a making again of all things good, an awe-inspiring restoration of nature, and it is written in the process of time by the eternal will of our Creator. God's will is forever the same, as it is now, has been, and ever will be. It is without beginning, and the very being of God is to purpose good.